So, this is what the Kick CEO said, Eddie Craven.
Level of professionalism, that same level of modern product design, that same level of user experience to Kick. And that's really important.
Yeah, mate. Can you put the steak logo?
It is.
So this one's coming from UK. Is Kick still banning 100 streamers a week from abusing KPP? So I think a while back we just mentioned that.
So we've thus far removed, I'd say probably about 1,500 people from KPP for botting and abusing it. You know, the reality is, on the back of those bans, we did see like a big drop off in people like trying to abuse the system.
Quilly, I'm out. Okay. So, damn, bro, you guys' attention span sucks. Fuck, I'm just trying to explain something. Basically, I'll just say here, he's saying so many people are botting that if we punished everybody on the KPP system, this is the Kick payout. If we punished everybody who was botting, there wouldn't be any streamers left. That's how rampant botting is. Botting is so commonplace. If they punished everybody, there wouldn't be any streamers left. So let's go see what they said to me, though. I want to just show you what's going on. It's posted by Scuba.
We were talking about bots before. I think just a big shout out to SNEAKO. I think SNEAKO is one of the few people out there doesn't touch any bots at all. I said this the other day, right, SNEAKO? I was like, you know, there is actually very few people. I was saying like, hey, look, yo guys, fuck with the people that don't use bots. You know, I'll say this now. I won't ever say someone is using viewbots, but I will say when someone isn't using viewbots, like SNEAKO is not. You know, he's legit. Like you haven't fallen to the temptation of, you know, increasing your metrics, and I respect that, man. I really do.
Thanks a lot. Wait, so I'm so surprised. I'm happy you said that because I get accused of that all the time. I know you got to go, but so you know, you are aware of everybody who is and isn't botting. I did want to talk about, maybe we could speak on this more in the future.
No, obviously, yeah. Kick like has the ability. Like that's how KPP works, right? KPP pays out on legitimate viewers.
I've seen this show a lot. Shout out to Eddie and Santeria. I appreciate you guys. We are really loving coming on Kick. I've never heard them say this about any other streamer. So now I want people to use this and apply pressure on all these streamers because botting is ruining streaming. It's ruining streaming. Who's real and who's fake? You should pop up on these shows. I want everybody to be exposed.
Shit, right? Obviously, the platform kind of knows, but again, we don't know who's botting Q, right? Like at the end of the day, like, you know, somebody else could be botting someone else. Like
that's cap. That's cap. That's the usual excuse. They say somebody's botting me. Come on.
There is a lot of that going on, right? But you know, it's a tough one. But yeah, we definitely know when people aren't botting. That's for sure.
There you go. You got proof from the Kick CEO. I am not botting. Never have. Never will. You cannot accuse me of that. And so I really appreciate him saying that. You know, that does mean a lot. No gambling, no botting. The two things. I'm a real one. You know, I'm not saying this to go glaze myself, but I'm just pointing it out that I'm not going to ever take a gambling deal, and I'm never going to view bot. And I actually think this works in handy because, you know, Kick is a funnel to stake, but the fact that I don't gamble incentivizes me to not bot. Everybody bots so they can get a better gambling deal. I'm not going to do either one. It's all real over here. Love speech. We're going to take over this year. And remember, everybody, if you guys are long of love speech, you can spam it up in the chat right now. We don't bot. We're not like those other comms. We're not like them. We don't do that. This is us. We created this. I don't need to be like them. We're not going to chase validation in these metrics. Our self-esteem is not built up on that. This is real motion right here. It's all real over here. You can guarantee that. I don't know if you can say the same about these other comms. The other comms are trying to call me a horrible person, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if they're real, though. And you can guarantee that over in love speech. These are real viewers. Nothing fraudulent. And I want to set a precedent. I want other people to do that as well. Because what it does, besides just make your self-esteem based off of views and, you know, perception, but it really fucks up the new streamers. If you're a new streamer, you pretty much have to bot because then if you're botting, you get to dominate the front page. If you're botting, you get to dominate the brand deals and the gambling deals. If you're botting, then more people think you're on and you get to hoard all the collabs. All these rappers and celebrities are only gonna go on the most viewed streams and they're believing these fake metrics. So you're really screwing over the little guy. You're screwing over the little guy and it's not fair. You know, I wanna see new streamers come along and succeed. You're fucking it up for them. You're fucking it up for them. You made enough money, all right? You don't need to keep, let the new blood shine. It's been the same streamers at the top for so many years. Twitch is hella botted too. So show your KPP, show your Twitch revenue. All you view botters out there, you're listening to this right now. I got the cosign from the Kick CEO. Can you say the same? Show your revenue. Bots don't pay for the revenue anymore. Bots don't pay for your, bots aren't gonna pay your KPP. They're not gonna pay your Twitch revenue. Show it. I'm sick of these bots. No more 2026, it's all real viewers anyway. They said more of this at the end of this video. Shout out to them. When I logged off, I heard they said something nice. Someone told me. Let's see. What did they say, chat?
A long time, streaming was about pleasing everybody. Like, people took this take that you have to like make everyone happy. You have to appeal to everyone. But, you know, I feel like when you try appealing to everyone, you almost appeal to nobody. You know, you end up in a world where if you know that saying, if you try to please everyone, you're gonna sort of fail. You know, I think if you're not somewhat polarizing, you're probably doing something a little bit wrong. Like, I know for a fact, I do my best to be like super diplomatic during my streams. Like, I try my best not to say anything that'll get me in trouble or whatnot. But naturally, you know, I feel like every now and again, you unless you want to be somebody you're not, you're gonna say something that not everyone's gonna agree with.
Yeah, mate. Hold on, I want to finish that point, but also he says something here.
Can't fake his content. You get what I'm saying?
Here's what they said afterwards.
Because, look, you know, you can't fake his content. You get what I'm saying, right? Like he knows how to edit. He knows how to go out and get a story. He knows how to get clipped. He knows how to collab. Like, you know, it just makes sense that he has an authentic community because he's just put in the work, and the work shows. No matter if you like his content or not, his technical abilities are off the chart, right? Like I think this guy could make a Netflix like documentary as fast as he could.
I appreciate that.
Just make like you know, a rogue clip falling off a bridge. Does that make sense? Like
yeah, I like these guys, man. I've really been liking this. One thing I could tell about this moment is I could tell that they actually respect me, which is rare. You know, I get a lot of disrespect in the streaming game. I get a lot of, you know, I've been scammed a lot. I've made a lot of people's careers and this stuff, but you can see that they actually see that I stand on principle, especially because botting is so rampant. I think that they respect the fact that a streamer like me can stand on principle and just not view bot, even though there's so many incentives to it, just being real. I didn't expect that from them. You know, I really appreciate that. And I'm on the grind so much right now. This was at 10 a.m. today. Right after I was screen recording on OBS, I edited it up and I posted it on YouTube. And I uploaded a new Jeffrey Epstein video, which I'm going to show you. And I did another edit of the IRL last night. I posted 3 videos. I'm on a grind, bro.
I think he's very diverse in that.
I think SNEAKO is just a very well-spoken person. He's very well articulated.
Thanks, Eddie.
Obviously, very quick at coming up with what to do and say, and I think that you know, shows in his streaming. I think, yeah, he finds himself in subjects which become quite polarizing, and naturally people who aren't afraid to speak their mind will end up pissing off a lot of people. But I guess on the back of that, you end up making a few fans too. But that's also, I guess, you know, what content creation is all about. I feel like just ending on that note, like I think for a long time, streaming was about pleasing everybody.
And that's the benefit. You know, Kick is a gambling site and it is a funnel. At the end of the day, it's not perfect. You could even say that being in the United States is a funnel to Israel. Like, there's always going to be a funnel or inconsistencies. But one thing that's good about this site and the fact that they don't rely on advertisers is that I can have, like, they're not afraid to speak to me because they're not slaves to the advertisers. You know, they don't have to pretend like I'm a horrible person.
Like, people took this take that you have to like make everyone happy. You have to appeal to everyone. But, you know, I feel like when you try appealing to everyone, you almost appeal to nobody.
You can't please everybody.
You know, you end up in a world where if you know that saying, if you try to please everyone, you're going to sort of fail.
Cobra Tate learned that the hard way.
You know, I think if you're not somewhat polarizing, you're probably doing something a little bit wrong. Like, yeah. I know for a fact, I do my best to be like super diplomatic during my streams.
The truth is controversial.
It is exciting, and I think, you know, it comes back to that creative freedom component, and you need it.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I was talking about Kick and stuff like that. The video's up on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But I just appreciate them showing respect, showing love, and it's been a great first month on Kick. You know, at the beginning of the year, you know, literally at the beginning of the month, 30 days ago, I was averaging 1K viewers. When I left Party, you know, obviously it takes time to bring your audience over, but yeah, I was averaging, my first stream, it was on YouTube only, I averaged 1K viewers. I think right now we have 6K or a little under 6K, something like that. I mean, not to be a view counter, but it's just like that's how quickly we were able to run this stuff up from 1 month of hard work. So imagine what we could do with the rest of the year. Okay, it's gonna be great. Yeah, you get the point.